Soul Family. How are you? It's a cooker here in Canyon Lake. It's a cooker! It's a fun day. I gotta put my sunglasses on. Hold on. I'll end up looking like three blind mice anyway without these sunglasses. I mean, the other ones turn into sunglasses and they get super dark. These ones aren't so bad. Oh my gosh, I got stuff all over these. So here we are, Canyon Lake. I forgot it was the weekend. I work way too much. And I'm not supposed to. So, here, you guys look up there. Let's see who comes dancing around for us. Oh, yum. I just took a shot of rose water spritzer to my face. Felt good. Hold on. Alrighty then. I had to run back in because I wanted to get us our singing bowl, and I wanted to clean off my glasses here so I could see you. So there's a lot of shifts happening right now. A lot of falling towers. A lot of falling towers. So everyone's been asking me, what is a falling tower? Because I keep talking about the falling towers. Falling tower is if there's a situation that's volatile or toxic or just not in your highest good, or it's over, like time to move on, and you don't do it, you don't get the messages that Spirit's sending you, you don't pay attention, or you procrastinate out of fear or wanting to, please other people, or I don't know what reasons, most of the time I would say it's about fear. Right? The fear of the unknown, the fear of, even if you're in a situation you don't like, but you don't know what's going to happen on the other side of that, or like say you're in a place that you're not feeling happy, but you can afford it. You were going to leave, now you got to figure out, about moving, and it's more of a hassle to your life, right? So people stay in situations that they definitely should not be staying in. So the falling tower is when you have neglected to listen to your messages, and your soul is screaming at you and you're ignoring it. Spirit steps in. It's called divine intervention, and they will make a falling tower moment, meaning they will rip the carpet right out from under you. I hate my job. My job freaking sucks. I wish I didn't have to do this work. I can't stand working with these people. Cut, cancel, clear, and delete. I'm saying that and not meaning it for me. But say that's what you've been saying, right? You throw that out into the universe and you let it out there and you just kind of let it be. You manifest that. It's another thing. Falling tower. Be careful about what you wish for. You might get it, right? What did I say? I was talking to someone. I did a video once. I was laying in bed before I went to Wisconsin with my cats, and I said, I was being sarcastic, but it doesn't matter. I said, I don't know if there's a room for a man in my life with these cats. I've got this, that, the other, blah, blah, blah. So then I quickly said, cancel, clear, delete. That was a joke, universe, right? Because I want a man in my life. I'm not made to be by myself. I've been by myself for a long time. And I want fresh breath of fresh air in my life. Rose water is love. So there's that. It's also when a tower can be a positive thing. A tower moment can be fantastic. It can be the love of your life just shows up and says, I can't stand this. I can't stand living with away from you, and we haven't been communicating, and I've decided that this is, I want to work on this. Let's get together, let's talk. And you're like, what? We thought that ship had sailed, or you definitely thought that ship had sailed, and somebody offers you the job that you've been dreaming about, right? Bam! It's like, wow, your whole life. It's whenever something completely shifts. So for you, what is your tower? I've been dealing with a lot of tower moments. There's ending friendships. Eclipse energy is what we're dealing with as well. Ending relationships that no longer work, that have served their purpose. Your karma with that person has been completed. It's time to move on. Or maybe they need to learn a message, learn a lesson in something, and so they bring about a tower moment in their life. Like just now, I went back to Wisconsin. You guys know I don't have a vehicle when I'm back there, and there's a lot of people that I would like to be able to see, and I didn't see really anybody except for my soul family. I really didn't. I didn't see Early Thomas. I didn't see Mike Black. I didn't see Larry Peterson. I didn't see Karen Knutson. I didn't see Caitlin. I didn't see Erica. I didn't see Carly Ray. I didn't see Landon. I didn't see freaking Pat, MJ. I could go on and on and on. I didn't see anybody. I saw my close nucleus, and that was it. And I only had a certain amount of time, and there was drama, of course, right? And a lot of the time, because I'm relying on other people, the schedule was, you know, at their, what would work for them, and everything was crammed in. So I get an email this morning from a friend, and they were very angry that I didn't call them and set up a time to meet with them. And I said, you know what? I said, why didn't you let me know you were coming? I just found out. And I said, that's interesting. I said, I put it out on the internet, and I tagged you in a couple of posts, and I said, but I mean, it was last minute, and there was so much that I needed to get done. And I said, and there was, you know, a lot of things that happened that I don't tell people about. It's not anybody's business. But it wasn't personal. I wasn't able to see almost everybody. And the person kept writing back and exclamation mark, that's not a friend, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, look, you know what? It wasn't personal. There was more going on than I'm, you know, at liberty to discuss. And if you keep screaming at me, I'm gonna end this. I don't need this, right? We're not that close. We're acquaintances, right? You're not my family. So, and I didn't want to say that, but it's kind of like, okay, you know, there's a lot of people that I know, and I didn't see them, and I don't think I would be getting a scathing email from them. So I said, you know, I kept getting this, and you know, like a row of exclamation marks, and I said, please stop yelling. I'm gonna end this. And the person said, I already ended it by unfriending you. And I thought, okay. I just said blessings on your journey. And I thought in my head how the internet can be used as a weapon to control people, to punish people. And my main message for myself when I went back there is, nobody is controlling me. Nobody is controlling me. You're not going to tell me what to do and how to do it. I'll do it when I feel like doing it. And if you shove it down my throat, I definitely won't be doing it. So that was clearly a situation that got out of control. It's Mercury retrograde, misunderstandings, miscommunication. But so be careful about the words that you speak, and be careful of the actions that you take, right? They can be permanent. So I just posted, it's funny because I literally had just posted, you're being presented with two choices, either evolve or repeat. Well, I don't want to repeat negativity, so what will you choose, right? It's not for another to choose for you. You choose what you wish. The biggest lesson I learned this year is to not force anything. Conversations, friendships, relationships, attention, love. Anything forced is just not worth fighting for. Whatever flows, flows. Whatever crashes, crashes. It is what it is. And it must, and if it must be forced, it's ingenuous. So let's let that go, shall we? I was working earlier today, and I work online. So I'm kind of like scrolling around, you know, looking at different things, and I always go to the marketplace because I don't, you know, these glasses are they too dark for you to see? The other ones are even worse. But maybe if I'm under here, they won't be as bad. Hold on, let me try it. Maybe these aren't as bad. I want to get LASIK. That's better. At least you can see my eyes. I thought they would get really, really dark. Okay. So I'm scrolling around because I'm always looking at motorhomes, right? I even went and saw one when I got home because I'm back and I'm like, okay, what's going on here? So I'm going to tell you what happened, but first I want to give you guys your items to choose from so you can think about it, okay? We're going to work with this rock that I got when I was in Weequahic Falls with my Uncle Phil. I showed you guys earlier, but I love this one. Look at the baby. New beginnings. It can be whatever shape. I see Boo Boo Bear, and it's really cool because I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the eye indented and the little nose. It's actually quite adorable. I don't know if you can see it. But I love that it's out of stone. So Boo Boo Bear is one. And the fossils, the fossil family. I knew a couple. They were married forever. Their last name was Foss. And they were Jehovah's Witnesses when I grew up. And brother and sister Foss, that's what they were called. And they were so old. They were older than dirt when I first met them. And they lived and lived and lived. And they were just so old. And she was so funny because she wore a black wig. And he was the sweetest guy on the planet. So brother and sister fossil, we would call them. It's terrible, but we did. So here's the fossil family. We've got 1, 2, 3 seashells embedded. 3, the Ascended Masters, or an Ascended Master that you know is working with you. My mom's working with me right now. And the whole back is covered with another family as well. So the fossil family. And I'm going to pick this Petunia. My landlord, it's not his fault. It gets really hot here. See what happened to my catnip? It's fried because it's just too bloody hot. So I'm going to have to move that out of the sun. And this little Petunia just got crisped while I was gone. It was over there, so I brought it over here. And this is obviously toast, right? But this is still hanging on. So my intention is to baby this and bring it back to life. It got pretty fried, it got pretty crisped, but I'm not giving up on it because I just don't do that. So there's this one, and you'll see this baby come back to life. Okay, so that's 3. And then we have, I mean, it is so hot out here. Oh, then we have Sami's comfy queen bed. Comfy queen bed. Oh, interesting. Now I know who Sami and Liger are. Did you guys see Mrs. Rosewood? Actually, this is Mr. Rosewood. He actually blossomed. But look, he got a little bit dried out too. I gotta be careful. Everyone's getting too hot here. It's too freaking hot here. It's getting hot in here. Okay, so Sami's a queen. I got that. My little Sami that I love so much is a queen. Okay. 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 So, Sami's bed, Boo Boo Bear, the fossil family, and the sweet little Petunia. Okay? Those are the items. I'm choosing Boo Boo Bear and the Petunia. Those are my 2 main. They're all my messages, but those are my 2 main. So, I told you guys I'm messing around on the internet, right? And I always look at motorhomes because I still want that. And like I said, I went and looked at one the other day when I got home. So I'm scrolling and I'm looking through stuff, and up all of a sudden pops this stained glass panel, and it's an eagle. And it's beautiful. I'll show it to you guys. The sky's pretty cool. Okay. There it is. Now, you guys know this is called the eagle's nest. I am the eagle. So there's the bald eagle, and the colors are beautiful. Look at that, the spiritual colors, blue and purple, truth and spirituality, so much love and passion. Solar plexus, sacral chakra, grounding, rooted in the root chakra, white coming clean, truth. It's just beautiful. And the guy had $1 on it. Well, you know it's not a dollar, right? So I wrote to him and I said, how much is it? I know it's not a dollar. And the person said, he was funny, that's why this is kind of cool. I go, is this available? And I go, sorry, I hit the wrong button. You know, why do they have that button, that option? Is it available? If it's there, it's available. Hello? And I said, sorry, it's just the button, you know, what's the price? And he goes, it's okay, just don't let it happen again. And I didn't see that I was busy. And he goes, I'm joking. And then he says, every time I give a price, no one gets back. So I was thinking to see what people would offer. And I said, I laugh out loud, and I asked the dimensions of it and what price that the person had in mind, because I'm not good at that. You know, I don't want to lowball somebody, and I don't want to insult somebody, but if somebody's going to give something away, and it means something to me, I don't really have the money right now to buy it, you know, be focusing on this. And the person says, I'm horrible at prices too. I always go a lot cheaper, but I know the worth of it. And whenever I get a price, no one gets back. It's 2 by 3, so it's big, right? It would be beautiful. And I said, so what price would you like to get? And they didn't answer me. And I said, well, just let me know. And then the person said $100. And I said, thank you for answering me. That's too much for me at this time. But if it's worth it to you, put the price out there, because you're not going to get what you want if you don't ask for it, right? So a lot of times, even with ourselves, right? I'm not going to get what I ask for as far as what you, in a relationship or in a job or a position or anything. How will you know if you don't ask? And then the person said, it's not to me, it's not worth it to me, but it's stained glass and hand carved, you know, I know it's worth a lot. What's your budget? And I said, too low for you, and I won't insult you, so thank you. So this is many times it's gone back and forth, right? Person says, you won't insult me, but I appreciate that you have a heart. And I thought, okay, you know what? This keeps coming back for a reason. So the message is going to be the eagle totem. So I said, I do have that. I do have a heart. I'm just pretty tapped financially at the moment in regards to things like this. I shouldn't be looking at anything for sale right now, but the eagle is a powerful totem animal of mine. I call my home the eagle's nest. That's okay. I don't need to buy everything that shows me my messenger. If it interests you, and then I decided to tell him what the eagle meant. So the eagle totem is telling you that this is a good opportunity for you to renegotiate and balance your obligations. Are you doing something because you feel obligated, or because someone's trying to make you feel guilty, like I got this morning, or someone's putting the screws to you, right? It's time to rebalance your obligations. And maybe you're out of balance because you're doing things that aren't required of you, that are taking up your precious time and your energy. You're free to choose your own path, and you're also free to respect the freedom of other people. And the eagle is reminding you to stay grounded, even though we're soaring high. So the light within us is only going to shine if we allow it to. If we're in a closet somewhere, staying away from somebody, we're not going to shine our light. Interesting that I said if we're in a closet somewhere. So there may be somebody who's gay and who's keeping themselves under wraps because they don't want people to judge them. But they have a light to shine. Don't stay in the closet. Be who you are. It's also talking about being a time to reconnect with your spiritual path. That's what I said. When I got home, I thought, you know, it's time for me to start thinking again about where am I going next. I can't stay. This is not a permanent place. It's this transition time, right? There's a lot of shifts going on. And you got to listen to the messages that we get. That's why we do these readings. Oh, yes, thank you for the air. Thank you. It feels great. If I had this top in 17 colors, I'd wear it every single day. I love it, and it's thin, and it's the only thing I have that feels really, really good. So, in other words, basically, the eagle wants you to allow yourself to be both led by your spiritual messages and also by your own heart. And when you find yourself in a state of flight, sometimes it's fight or flight, right? Then all the doors are going to be open when you're ready to roll. So it's time to kind of like, I'm leading the way. I got to lead the way. So I got to figure out where I want to go. What is of interest to me? Pay attention to what comes to me repeatedly, because you are being guided from your guides, from your ascended masters, from your highest self. Even sometimes we don't know where we're going. Like, I don't know where I'm going. I know I'm going. I'm not certain at this moment where. I'm open. I stay open. Like, even when I went back to Sturgeon Bay, I looked at a house. I called a realtor for a house that I saw. And I got from Spirit that move is not happening. So, and right after that, I got a call saying, I got an offer on that place and we got a backup offer. So that was done, right? So that's a no. So I'm not going to sit there and belabor it and be sad and worried because that didn't go through. It's keep moving on, but my heart's open. So when we are a beacon and we open our hearts and we do what we're meant to do, we shine everywhere we go. I'm just looking at the bird messenger that's flying. It's a crow, but it's very, very gold. There's two of them. Interesting. A lot of gold in those crows. Interesting. 2 crows. A lot of gold in those crows. So stay in a receptive place. Stay in a positive place and focus in the direction that you want to go or what's of interest to you. Be specific about that, and then the doors start opening for you. Alternatively, the eagle talks about bringing forth powerful connections, powerful messages from nature. The crows are a messenger, and the barn swallows. I keep seeing the crows and the barn swallows. Well, the barn swallows are harbingers of hope. They come home to San Juan Capistrano and roost for the summer. That's just right above me. 45 minutes across the mountain right there is San Juan Capistrano from me. The eagle is bringing you closer to your own true self. So that's why we want to get really clear about what is important to us, what it is that we truly want to bring about in our life. It's also telling you that if there are any opportunities that come to you at this time, we want you to take full advantage of them. That's why you need to stay receptive, stay in a place of receptivity. Also, the opportunities that you get, if you jump on them, they're going to bear fruit. They're going to be good. Okay, so there's your first message. It's going to require courage, probably for more than others, because change is difficult. But your leadership skills are essential for you, and they're there for you to use. And you're being told that you have to make use of all the opportunities that you have, and you've got the skill set to bring it about. It's also saying that any opportunities that you might have overlooked in the past, opportunities that you thought you might have missed, they're going to come back around again. Why? Because we're in Mercury retrograde, smack dab in the middle of it. So there could be missed opportunities. Was that a missed opportunity? Remember my the hacienda in 25 miles out of Sedona that I didn't take, and I thought, damn, that's a missed opportunity. Was it? No, it wasn't. It wasn't meant to happen at that time. However, it could have been a missed opportunity the day that I wanted it to happen, and I didn't do it. That day I hesitated. I was scared. And then everything kind of shifted and ended up, Spirit said that was a missed opportunity, but it was a blessing in disguise. But now we might be getting these opportunities coming back round again. And if they do, Spirit says take advantage of them, because these are things that you might have thought were impossible. And I bypassed them, or I wasn't ready. I just wasn't ready, or I missed it. I didn't understand, or I misunderstood something. But now it's back again. So be careful again with your words. Be careful with the communication. Be careful with assumptions. Please don't assume. Mercury retrograde causes havoc in communication, and we don't want it to be us that do it to cause another missed opportunity. So if you had a missed opportunity because of miscommunication, misunderstanding, or anybody else's involvement, and you've got the opportunity now to remedy this situation, go for it. Spirit says it's going to bear fruit. It's also telling you that as the opportunities come, you're going to be the one to sift through them and decide, okay, I want this or I don't. Like my landlord said, he came up and he goes, I've got an issue. And I said, what? And he goes, I got an ex-girlfriend. She's married and she wants to see me. And I said, why does she want to see you? And I said, do you communicate with her even though she's married? And he says, well, now and then, we touch base. And I go, so she wants to come here? And he goes, yeah. And I said, and she's married. He goes, yeah, but the guy's a jerk. And I said, look, if you're asking, are you asking me or are you just unloading? Because I don't have to give you my personal opinion, but I'm just saying, where's the morality of that and where's the integrity in that? If the person isn't happy in their marriage, they need to leave it, right? It's immoral. So that's just my opinion. And he says, yeah, I don't feel comfortable with it. So there's opportunities that everyone's going to be given. Now, whether you choose to take that opportunity, it's up to you, right? So what you want to do is focus on the goals that mean the most to you, mean the most to your soul, mean the most to your heart, being that it's clearly a very powerful bird. It's a bird of freedom, symbol of the United States. Right when I said that, that song came on. I got to tune in and see if that song means something for us. So they're air animals. So I think about air signs. I just do. Could be the King of Swords, Queen of Swords, right? Again, be careful of your words. That's air. Don't be the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords in reverse. I was firm with that person. I'm like, look, don't yell at me. Don't do this. Don't do this. Kept coming back. Don't do this. Kept coming back. And then they made the choice and block. I'm done. I don't need the toxic energy. You made your choice and I made mine. So right now, if you're an eagle, if that's your totem messenger, you're good at bringing balance, right? You're balancing the different dimensions. You're balancing what it is that you want to achieve. You're balancing your growth. You're flying high with your spiritual awareness. You're tapped in. You're also able to stay grounded, and you understand what you need to stay grounded, which is walking on soil, touching the earth, hugging a tree, literally seeing yourself pull down to the ground, and imagine roots growing up around your feet and yanking them down through to the other side of the planet. You're grounded. Get grounded, right? Often spiritual people are very, very spiritual, but we become ungrounded. So we got to be balanced. We have to have balance. Can't be all spirituality, no fun. Can't be all work, no fun. Can't be all responsibility, work, taking care of other people, no sex. You got to have it all. I was talking about relationship. And I think this is one of the messages here. And somebody said to me, you got to have good sex. Where is it? I don't even know who this guy is, but it was pretty funny. Let me find it. You got to have good sex. I think it was talking about relationships. And I said, if you're with the right person, it's going to be good everything. If you're not with the right person, there's nothing that's going to be good enough for the wrong person. You're not going to be good enough for the wrong person. And there's nothing that's going to be too bad for the right person. You know what I'm saying? So these ones will use the symbols of air, not the symbols, the elements. Air, fire, wind, water. They'll use them to purify. Imagine the air blowing things away. Blow away all the negative energy. Imagine the rain washing down and cleansing. Imagine the sun burning away of any negative toxic energy, right? Fire, burning it up, out the window, what something's not supposed to be there. They've got a very strong force. Sometimes they can be warlike. That's why it's the King of Swords. Sometimes they're not the smoothest with their words. Sometimes they're very blunt, but they're truthful, they're honest. They're analytical. You would see a lawyer, a doctor, a judge would be a king or a queen of swords. I am often Queen of Swords. Cut off with your heads. I'm done. Any toxic energy coming my way, off. I don't have room for that in my life. I don't have time to fiddle around with it. Very loving heart, but I will become the Queen of Swords real quick. Like I said to him, stop yelling at me or I'll handle this. I handled it, right? He handled it too. They're very high functioning. They're very successful. They're very influential. They're very powerful. People respect them. It's not an easy totem animal to master because you've got to be a master of your tongue as well as your mind and your choices. So there's a lot that you have to balance to bring everything into play. Some people are very, very emotional. Some people are very, very combative. And you can't have that. If you want to be a King of Swords or a Queen of Swords or a true eagle, you've got to be fair, just, kind, diplomatic. None of us are perfect. That's why this is a difficult one to master, right? So that's for the eagle, and that's what came up for him. I don't know what he... oh, here, this is what it was, I'll tell you. The message was showing a girl that's chubby, and she's shy. She's kind of holding her face. I'm a chubby checker right now. I'll show you my tummy. My tummy's normally really flat. I mean, it's not heavy, but I packed on Wisconsin weight, so I'm like riding my bike every single night, doing sit-ups, eating watermelon and salads, right? Staying away from what we had on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, how funny. On 4th of July. It was Thanksgiving for me. I spent the day with my grannis. But anyway, here's this girl, and she's in the bathroom, and she's standing there in a bathing suit on the scale going, I don't want to look. Oh, my God, I don't want to look. All her hair's all done, or she's all cute, but she's like feeling bad about herself. And I said, the love of my life is going to come sailing in when I'm chubby checker. I've already seen it. I've already seen it. He shows up when I'm not my perfect body size. But the message is, you don't have to be skinny to be sexy or beautiful. Beauty is the size of your heart, not the size of your jeans. And I said, fishnet does wonders when you're feeling sexy. Just saying. Does. Fishnet, right? If you got, your arms aren't really firm, or the back of your legs, you kind of got a little bit, a loose skin. Fishnet stockings are sexy. You can wear a fishnet bodysuit. You're looking sexy as hell. High-heeled shoes. Vamp it up. Just saying. If you feel like you need a little boost, that'll do it for you. And so the message this guy says is, oh my God, did he delete it? Oh, I'm laughing. Let me see if it's on my work page. It must be on my work page because I don't know him. Let's see. I've been sharing things to my work page like that because you know what? This is all to do with spirituality and self-love, right? We need to pay attention to this. Where is it? Too many people trying to fit into a, size 5, starving themselves to death, and they don't feel they're good enough. No, don't do that. Hold on, it's buffering. My best friend saying retrograde is screwing with a lot of people. Yes, it is. So just stay calm. I was told by Spirit to lay low for a few days, so I did. I laid low. I wasn't around. You guys haven't really heard from me because I was told that. It'd be best if you lay low for the next few days. And so I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So here, message. Oh, he deleted it. That's funny. I wonder why. That's funny. I want to find it now. I'm determined. It's not there. That's funny. I guess he felt like yeah, because my comment's there. He deleted his. I want there to be, what did he say? I want there to be a lot of sex. Or I need to be, whatever, something about a lot of sex. And I said, if you're right with the right person, it'll be good. Or the sex better be good and it better be a lot. That's what it was. And I said, it's going to be great if you're with the right one. Okay, so those are the messages that we had. Let's put the computer away. Let's call in the singing bowl. Whoa, let's not crack it, shall we? Okay, guys, you know the drill. What's your intention? What do you want it to go in here? I want that negative energy from that call that I got this morning gone. I want any misunderstandings to go right through here. I'm asking the Father to fill me with unconditional love from my ground all the way up to my crown. And as it fills up, it's going past all my chakras, highlighting everything, getting everything moving. It's like molten lava coming in through the inside, burning away everything that doesn't work. Anything that I've said that I hurt myself. Any negative thoughts or feelings or worries that I've had, burning it away. As it comes out the top like a volcano, it covers over outside of me. I'm 100% being covered with molten titanium lava that is hardening as soon as it hits the ground. Now that it's hit the ground, I'm putting a clear rubber force field around the outside of me. So anybody that comes against me bounces off, right? Doesn't affect me. I don't take it personally. They don't get hurt. Unconditional love. All right. All the crap going in here. Anything negative, anything that you don't want to hold on to. Money problems, miscommunication, delays, blockages, jealous people, misunderstandings, Mercury retrograde mess-ups, anything toxic, anything negative, let's have it go in. And as we start to vibrate, the unconditional love mixes it up. It's like a big pot. We're mixing it up. And it starts to move through the 24 karat gold walls. 24 karat gold is remember your self-worth. Crystal, this is clear quartz crystal, which is what you put any intention on, okay? What other intention do you have? All right, got mine. Here we go. So I shared this with my twin soul, my intention. I shared courage, power, strength, healing, and love to be vibrated out. It's still vibrating. So today we're going to be working with too many decks, as usual. So sometimes, I mean, I don't know, I just reach for them all, and I reached for them all for a reason. So we got the vampires. Got a lot of vampiric energy right now. We got the Oracle of the Shapeshifters. We got the Divine Circus. We've got the Sacred Rebels. And we've got the Wisdom of the Oracle. And we've got the Winged Enchantment. And we've got the little messages that my deck and my mom's deck. So we're going to have to hop, skip, and jump around at what's most important for which people. So we're going to start with Boo Boo Bear. Boo Boo Bear, what deck is yours? Wisdom of the Oracle, I just saw it. How interesting. All right, Boo Boo Bear, it's one of mine. Correct for neutrality. Huh. I'm going to run out of objects to do. Maybe one of these decks I won't be using. For those who chose Boo Boo Bear, Father, correct for neutrality on all levels. Mom, help me out here. I said, Mom, help me out here, and I looked at the Great Horned Owl, because I'm part of the Great Horned Owl family, the Seers. My Mama Sherry and my Uncle Phil. We're all owl members. Correct for neutrality on all levels. And instead of saying the F word, the F-U-C word, okay? I've challenging myself to use the word flock instead. Flock off. Or it's flucking hot out here. It's flocking hot out here. It is. I'm melting. The white people are melting. There's your card. And it's in reverse, and it came up this morning in reverse. So, building blocks. This is about considering your foundation, which is upside down. My foundation's upside down in regards to something as well, right? That's why I know I'm supposed to be moving on. So, now, when I talk about it being upside down for some reason or other, what comes to your mind first off? Mine first said, apparently it was this where I'm living. So something's upside down. Building blocks, because we want everything to be built on a solid foundation. The number 2 and 8, keep your thoughts positive. No, that's not what it says. It says 2 is everything's happening exactly as it is meant to happen with divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. And the number 8 is the infinity symbol, which means that if you stay on your spiritually illuminated path, Spirit will bring to you in abundance everything that you need, an infinite supply of whatever it is that you need. They don't say we're going to make you rich. They do say that you'll get what it is that you need. But whatever it is, we want a strong foundation. In relationships, we want a strong foundation. In business, we want a strong foundation in the places that we live. We want a strong foundation within ourselves. And right now, it's in a challenge position for those who chose Boo Boo Bear. I guess I chose Boo Boo Bear, didn't I? So it's about paying attention to the little cracks. Is there something that's, if it's got a crack, pay attention, it's going to break. My bracelet, my mom's bracelet, I broke it. It got tangled in something when I was at the airport. I was trying to repack and get out of there, and we were under the gun, and I was panicking, and it got stuck because it has a big hook, and it got stuck on my suitcase lining, and I was like and I was impatient. If I had slowed down, I could have undid it, but I literally was sweating profusely. It was high humidity, and the plane was loading, and I had to keep repacking my suitcase. So I yanked it and I broke it. Now I can bend it back and it holds, but it's a chakra bracelet. It was my mom's, and the whole thing is all crystals, all the different chakras, and it's very valuable to me. It's mostly because it was my mother's. Also, it was very expensive, and yes, I can pinch it together and it will hold. But what if it came loose and I didn't know and I lost it? I lost several while I was back there. Big chains broke off of me. Big chains, which were good. So right now, something's upside down. You need to look at your foundation. Is there a chink in your armor, in your protective armor? Is there a chink in your relationship armor? Have your values changed since you started building something? Are you the same person as you were? Are you going in the same direction as you were when you first started out? Or how is that even possible? Because we constantly evolve, right? We're constantly learning. Oh gosh, this feels good. I have water pouring down me everywhere. It's not a very sexy thought, but it feels great when the wind hits it. So it's about strengthening your convictions about what's important to you and what it is that you no longer find of value. And sometimes, like I said, sometimes things just run their course. It doesn't mean that they were never of value and they didn't hold a place in that time in your life, but things have changed. And now your priorities have changed and things are different. So maybe what you're looking at in that situation no longer holds water for you. No longer holds water. It's cracking, right? Water's pouring out of it. It doesn't hold your attention. It doesn't hold your interest. It doesn't hold your passion. It's not serving a purpose any longer. It served its purpose, and the purpose is now done. Or maybe there's situations in your life that are happening that you're not looking at. Remember I said the falling towers, right? So maybe an agreement that you're in, you've entered some type of an agreement, whether it be a lease, a rental property, a business agreement, a relationship of any type, whatever it is. You signed something or you agreed to something, but Spirit is saying to you, okay, well, that's what your plan was, but we're showing you that is not working. You need to leave that. We've been showing you again and again, sign after sign, it's time to go, but you keep procrastinating. You keep hesitating. So we're asking you to take a look at this, please. This is something that's not right for you. There's things that are either not in line with your integrity, with your morality. It's not the way you would do things. Maybe that's how you do it, but that's not how I do it. Well, but show me your friends, I'll show you who you are. Be careful of who you are around. Right now, it's about integrity, honesty, morality. It's about upgrading. We're supposed to be ascending here. We're on a spiritual page here, right? We all are. We are all soul family. We all should be paying attention to these things. Now, all the people that are around us, our family, maybe even friends, associates, work associates, roommates, landlords, whatever it is, renters, they may not be of the same spiritual standing as you. They may get it, but they may not have the same vision as you. So it's no longer working. So it's about renovation time, right? Spirit says there's something bigger and better than you had imagined for yourself. So start paying attention to what is working and what's not working for you in your life. And don't be afraid to replace what is not standing on solid ground. Okay. Whew. We're going to go to... we're going to go to the winged enchantment. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose Boo Boo Bear, the winged enchantment, straight from the hip. I just heard straight from the hip. So shoot straight from the hip. Be honest. That's what I like. I want straight. I like straight shooters. I don't want to have to guess. Right? Straight from the hip. Say it like it is. Speak your truth. I am the Queen of Swords. Tell me the truth. Aries are good at that. You know, we don't fool around. We don't flub around. We don't flock around. We're honest. Sometimes we're too brutally honest, but I'd rather, you know, be slapped with the truth than hugged with a lie. So I just heard we want to shoot straight from the hip. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose Boo Boo Bear, the Goose. I love this. I saw my babies when I was back in Wisconsin, and I see them when I got home. I've seen them when I just down on 4th of July. The Canadian geese were all around. 2 families were down there around the boats. Hi, baby. Oh, hi. Hi, sweet little chicken. So the hummingbird says you will accomplish what might seem impossible to yourself as well as to others. That one's grabbing a little bit of the sweetness in life. That's why I have that plant there. That's for you. That's just for you. So this is telling you to take what's sweet for you. Ask for what is sweet for you. Accept. That's love. Those flowers are hot pink. That's passion. So that little one is getting busy and getting after what they love, right? Taking for themselves, nourishing themselves, giving the good to themselves. You deserve it. So Goose, Canadian Goose, the main motto, whenever I hear Canadian Goose, this doesn't say Canadian Goose though. I just said that because I'm a Canadian Goose. Canadian Goose never leaves a wounded bird behind. When the flock flies, one will stay back to help until one either passes or they're well enough to fly. Now, you may be saying, that's what I'm doing, but you're telling me to move on. But if you've been getting messages from Spirit that that's enough, you know, it's up to them to take care of their life, right? You can't fix them. You can't, well, I'm trying to accomplish that. I have loyalty. I have family loyalty. That's fine, but your loyalty right now, Spirit says, is to self. So Goose is also talking about comfort and protection. I'm going to read it straight from the book. I like doing that. I want you to look at this. This is Grandmother Goose. Goosey gander, goosey goosey gander, how far shall I wander? Upstairs, downstairs, in my lady's chambers. Goosey goosey gander. 1, keep your thoughts positive, elevate them, because you are literally showing the universe what you want, and you're creating with what you're thinking in your mind right now. Do you like what you're creating by what you're thinking? If not, elevate your thinking. Get rid of your stinking thinking, right? Number 3, again, an ascended master, the grandmother. I have the grandmother working with me. So the grandmother, Goose, comes forward and says, I am Goose, the guardian of the journey. I am the soul who travels. I am the quest within. I am the greatest story ever told. You've been avoiding the unknown roads ahead in favor of the old and familiar. Couldn't plan this if I tried. You are indecisive. It might be time to seek warmer pastures, as I am the call to a great life-altering journey. Every great tale starts here. Every hero heeds a call. I may inspire a road trip, or open your eyes to those wide open spaces on the other side of the fence. Rest assured that no mother... That's funny. It's no matter. Rest assured that no matter. But there's a mother involved in this. No matter where I lead you, you will never return home the same. I stir the heart and I make it restless. I push you from comfort and I wake up your senses. You will traverse those far-off places as I lead your spirit onward. You are the quest. You are searching for the new. You are the adventurous hero. You are Goose. Yeah! Yeah! I go with this. I go with this. And it says that we've been procrastinating. So we got to search outside of those fences. So then we say to Spirit, all right, show me. Show me where I'm supposed to go. You know what I've been getting? I've been getting this. I'll be talking about Cambria, because you guys all know I love Cambria. Moonstone Beach up the Southern California coast, right? It's like actually going north. But when I go to speak the word Cambria out of my mouth comes Now I can't say it. That's interesting. Pismo Beach is what came out, but it didn't just come out now. San Luis Obispo came out in my head. So it's shifting. So that's one way we can get an idea of where we're meant to go. If it comes out, you know, I meant to say this, but this is what came out. Oh, that's interesting. When I was in Wisconsin and I knew that I was supposed to go on to Sedona every single day for about 3 weeks before I knew it was time to go, somebody would come into the little shop that I work and mention Sedona every single day. So pay attention to the messages and signs and you'll know where you're meant to go. Let's do these cards as well. For the ones who chose Boo Boo Bear, can you show me? We're just gonna do 3 because I give you guys way too many cards. 5. Something's not working. Something is not working according to this message. It's either disagreements, it's either toxic, it's either all the different things that we spoke about. There's competition possibly, arguments, just a different way of looking at things. If something is not working, and so because of that, a significant change needs to take place, and because of that, a significant change is taking place. It also is telling you 5 days, 5 hours, 5 weeks, January, February, March, April, May. No, we've already passed that. Something to do with the number 5 is important for you. Correct for neutrality. The 5th of the month, right? So where are we? We're July, so August 5th. I think that's somebody's birthday that I know. Correct for neutrality on all levels. You're busting free. Traveler, you little quester. You little quester. Oh man, I wanted a green one and they gave me a white one. See? I don't get what I want all the time. Focus on what you really want. Yes, I do. Yes, I do get what I want. And that's what you need to say. I get what I want. I get what I want. What is it that I want? I want nature. I want somewhere where I'm going to have a yard where I can have moss that I can walk on to get my feet grounded. I want ferns in my backyard. I want to be with the love of my life. I want a partner. I want a friend. I want a lover. I want to have fun. I want freshness. I want new. I want love. I want spirituality. I want us. There's a song. I think it's by Orr. I'm looking at a vulture flying right now, death, transformation, and rebirth, which is what's going on. I knew when I came home it was about shift time. Okay. I want us. I want you. I want us. Is this Orr? Lyrics. It's called Peace. I don't want to fight no more. I only want to get to shore. Baby, don't slam that door tonight. We ran another off the tracks. That's time we can't get back, but we can save tomorrow if we try. Oh, till we make this right. I won't say goodnight. I just want to make you laugh. I just want to see that smile. Babe, we're only here for a little while. I just want to hold you till we fall asleep. I want love. I want us. I want you. I want me. I want peace. Everybody needs a place somewhere that's warm and safe, a shelter from this crazy world we're in, but tonight I let the rain inside. I took away your place to hide. I'm sorry that I made you cry again. Oh, we can make this right. Oh, kiss me goodnight. I just want to make you laugh. I just want to see that smile. Babe, we're only here, oh, for a little while. I just want to hold you till we fall asleep. I want love. I want us. I want you. I want me. I want peace. Yeah, I want peace. We don't have to fight. Just kiss me all night because I want peace. Yeah, I just want to make you laugh. I just want to see that smile. Babe, we're only here for a little while. I just want to hold you till we fall asleep. I want love. I want us. I want you. I want me. I want peace. I just want to make you laugh. I just want to see that smile. Babe, we're only here for a little while. I just want to hold you until you fall asleep. I want love. I want us. I want you. I want me. I want peace. I want love. I want us. I want you. I want me. I want peace. I put that out into the universe. Okay. For those who chose the fossil family, fossil, this is like petrified wood standing the test of time, right? It's immobile. It's going nowhere. It's forever in my memory. You're forever here like a fossil turned to rock. Immovable. That's my love for you. And we're working with a vampire deck. For those who chose the fossil family, correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the fossil family, correct for neutrality on all levels. For those of you who don't understand, when I say correct for neutrality, it's a kinesiology way of doing things. My mother was a kinesiologist. She was also a spiritual person, but more of a scientific. I went deeper spiritually, but we had a same kind of way of looking at things towards the end. And now she's my greatest guide, along with my grandma and my Native American guide. So I adopt her phrase, and that's what she would say. I asked to correct myself, to bring myself to a place of neutrality so that I don't read into these cards or put my energy on them. This is not personal for me. This is for you, for all of you who chose the fossil family, this message. So I ask Spirit and my higher self to help correct me, to bring me back to a place of neutrality. Also, if anyone would like help with a dream analysis or a private reading or long distance Reiki healing or anything else that I could provide for you, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. I would be honored. It's my gift. It's my soul's path. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome. If this video is helpful for you and you like it, please click like, subscribe so that you're notified of the videos, and share. I'd like to grow this channel. I would like to grow this channel as a channel of spiritual guidance and wisdom and support for all of us that are going through this ascension process. It's difficult, right? We need all the help we can get. And this is how we come together as soul family. So for those who chose the fossil family, hope. Didn't I say the two that showed up first were the crows and the harbingers of hope? There's this one. You know there's something. This is what I feel. There's something coming. Anticipation, right? Bright prospects. You've made a wish. I made a wish. It was pretty loud. You guys all heard it. And there I sit with all these skeletons in my closet. But I'm holding that light. I'm holding on to that hope. The number 43 might mean something. It might be someone's age. It might mean something for you. The number 4 says that you are surrounded with angels. Surrounded. There's no reason for fear, because they're guiding, protecting, and loving you every step of the way. You have every reason for hope. And again, 3, surrounded by your ascended masters, your mom, your grandmother, whoever it might be for you, your brother, your dad, your uncle, whoever it is that knows you well. Who else knows you better than the ones closest to your heart, right? And they're rooting for you on the other side. And then 4 and 3 together is 7, which is my number, 777. 7 says, if you stay on this spiritually illuminated path, it will exceed your expectations. Now this one here, she's surrounded by death. Has someone in your life died? Has an animal died? Has a family member or a friend died? Endings. Friendships ending, businesses ending, relationships ending, ways of doing things ending. This one is surrounded by that, and it brings upon sadness. It's not easy. What happened today wasn't easy for me. That didn't make me feel good. I'm just not going to stay in a place where someone's going to be toxic that way. I've had endings too. Endings are not fun, but you're surrounded with this right now. We're in eclipse season. This is what happens. Scandals come to light. Truths come out. Our heart starts to speak so loud that we can no longer ignore it. Or Spirit comes in with divine intervention and freaking knocks that tower down and gets somebody out of your way so that you can finally move forward. So right now, you're facing darkness. You're holding that light. You're in the dark with all this shiz all around you, right? But you still have the ability to hope, even though you feel like you're alone. Are you feeling afraid right now? Hold up that light. You're defiant. I'm not going down. I'm not going down. I'm going to stay hopeful. I don't know what the outcome to this situation is. I don't know what the outcome to this court case is. I don't know the outcome to this argument is. I don't know the outcome to this relationship. I don't know the outcome to this job prospect. I don't know the outcome to this moving situation. I don't know the outcome to any of this right now. I'm not certain, and that's why I'm a bit nervous right now. But Spirit says you don't have to know what's going to happen. And you actually don't need to know. Spirit says again, we need to be strong. We may need to be quiet. Because the changes that are coming right now could be very challenging. News that you get could be very difficult to swallow. You need to prepare yourself. Eclipse changes, they can shift very, very suddenly. You're going to have to stay balanced, and you're going to have to stay even, and you're going to have to you know, like I said, maybe keep some of your stuff inside. Don't share necessarily what your plans are, what your hopes are, what your visions are, what your ideas are. Face what you have to. Do what you need to do. Yes, the situation blows. It sucks. Whatever it is that you're dealing with that's difficult. No one's saying it doesn't. But right now, if you can hold the light up any way that you possibly can, which is focusing on the positive. I was going to do the reading inside because it's much more comfortable inside. There's air conditioning inside. But I don't feel as at peace and relaxed as I do when I'm outside. I am sweating. I've got sweat pouring down my back. But I've got animal messengers, and I've got fresh air, and I've got beautiful things to look at. And I'm distracted from the walls, all 4 walls closing in. So I chose to come and do our reading outside. You can't feel what I'm feeling out here. But when I'm inside, my landlord said, hey, you know that movie, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? You know that couple that got married, they got drunk, they partied, and they woke up married, and then they're married, and they're staying there because it's about money. It's too close to home for me. He says, I think you'd want to watch it. And I'm like, oh. So he puts it on. And I said, you know, I'm not about staying in the house watching movies. Not on the weekend, not like this. Even though he goes, well, it's 90 degrees. And I said, yeah, but I don't know. I need to be doing something more productive than that. So I sat down and I had my lunch and I was watching that. And I thought, I got to get out of here. I'm going to eat and watch the video. And you know what? I don't want to see that story. I already know that story. I don't like what happened. I don't want to hear it. So I came outside. So what do you need to do in order to keep yourself grounded, keep your thoughts elevated? I don't want to focus on, yeah, you got married to somebody that you met because you were hammered, right? And you're staying in it because of money or whatever the reason is. I don't want to focus on that. That pisses me off. I don't want to go there. So right now, what can you do to create an optimistic energy around you? Positive light energy. Because whenever we do that, whenever we decide, we've chosen now, instead of being the reaction, I'm going to be the action. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to have a reading and I'm going to start drawing to me positive energy, and I'm going to start asking Spirit to help all of us, which is me giving. And when I give out, I'm going to get back in equal measure. If I give love and I'm a service to others and choose to focus on the positive instead of dwell on the negative, I'm going to get that energy back. I'm going to keep my vibration high. So this is what's going on here, right? When you have this kind of positive light that you shine out, you're going to have light back, which is either going to illuminate your path. It's either going to pull in divine intervention that you're asking for, because I'm focusing on that. I just put out what I am wishing for. I want us. I want peace. I don't want to fight. I want to straighten this out. I want you in my arms. I want love in my life. I want my partner back, right? That's my intention. And right then, oh, I won't turn it around, but the Harbinger of Hope just did a little dance in the sky out there. So I can focus on that, or I can focus on the negative that happened inside. I don't want to focus on that. So you've got the ability to create, and we can create our own opportunities and possibilities, or we can slam them to a halt, depending on our attitude. So right now, what we have done is we've manifested change. Whether we have done it by saying, I hate this job, I hate this job, I hate this job, I'm miserable here, boom, fired. I can't stand this relationship. I can't handle being, this person is controlling me. I don't feel those feelings. I'm not attracted to this. This isn't working for me. I say all those things and then I manifest a change. And then you got to go with the change. Don't manifest something and then stay there. You've manifested this. And you're doing this because you're hoping for something better. And this card is saying there is better coming. Maintain this hope. Because if you do, you're going to do well. If you can't maintain this hope, you're going to start sinking into this pit. So look forward. This is a message that says you can look forward with optimism. That's why the Harbinger of Hope was flying around. If you work with this energy, you're going to soon have hope to either make the change, whatever the change is that you need to do. I said, where do I go? You know, what direction am I going? Whatever hardship that you're going through, and we're not saying that you're not, it's not permanent. It is not permanent, okay? Keep hopeful. Fake it until you make it. Say your positive affirmations, and even if you don't believe it when you're saying them. So now we go to the Winged Enchantment. Correct for neutrality. For those who chose the fossil family, correct for neutrality. For those who chose the fossil family. The lark. My mom used to say, oh, what a lark. Which is like fun, right? Go have fun. So the lark, the numbers are 1 and 9. Again, keep your thoughts positive. You're manifesting your future. Do you like it? If not, elevate. 9. You've got every tool that you need, Lightworker, in order to move forward on your spiritually illuminated path. Stop procrastinating. And then 1 and 9 is 10. Something has ended. It's a true ending. One door is closing and another door will open, but only if you step through it and let go of the past. So the lark says, I am lark, the endearing song of the soul. I am voice. I am the wandering bard. I am everything that resonates through sound. I will teach you to use your words and how to make them magic. I will give you a purpose for everything you utter. I will give you a clear intent for every expression you release. Everything you say permeates the cosmos. I am the chant that awakens. I am the mantra that focuses thought. I am the love ballad and the victory song. I am here to free your voice and show you how to direct it towards your destiny. You have kept quiet too long. It's time to awaken your senses. Speak with clarity and intent. Express with depth and purpose. Pay close attention as your words reverberate around you. You are in tune with the cosmos. You are manifestation. You are harmony. You are lark. You've lingered too long. Time to roll. Seems to be a theme. All right. The little cards. For those who chose the fossil family, I'm going to put the decks away that we've used. Give myself room to breathe. That might be something, right? Put away what you've used, what's been used up, and give yourself room to breathe. For those who chose the fossil family, correct for neutrality. Well, one flipped up. No, actually, I got to shuffle that one away. Sorry, that was the one we just got. So let me just put it away. We could get it again. We'll see. 3. Oh, one flew out. You are only responsible for your happiness. You are not responsible, martyr. You are not responsible to be loyal. You are not responsible for sticking behind that wounded bird. Right now, Spirit is making it clear. One fell, another fell right there. Just want to show it to you. Right now, this is to help you not feel guilty. You are responsible for your happiness. You can't fix another, you can't change their mind, and you can't make anyone else happy, but you can for yourself, and you're being asked to. You are busting free. Good. Correct for neutrality on all levels. One more for those who chose the fossil family. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the fossil family. Too many. I just want one. Show me one. Your life is now coming together. Okay? Correct for neutrality on all levels. We're now going to the Petunia that I'm going to resurrect. It's okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to come back. You're going to have a beautiful flower. And we're going to the Divine Circus Oracle. Interesting. I never know until I reach for something. So for those who chose the Petunia that got fried, the Petunia that got a little bit crisped, that got burned. Did you get burned recently? Did you get fried? Sometimes it's hot enough to fry an egg on the cement. I don't want to live there. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Petunia, for those who chose the one who got burned, or for you who got burned, or for you that just want to be that person that is able to help another come back from a difficult circumstance, or yourself. I'm getting my body back in shape. I'm getting my peace back in shape. I want my relationship back. This is what happened, right? This isn't good, but we're still hanging in. And this is a turquoise pot. Turquoise is our soul color. It's powerful, and there's new growth all around it. I love this pot. It's beautiful. This one has been given a special place, and it's right up next to me, where I'm going to take care of it and baby it. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Good to know that my little Siam is actually one of the queens. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Petunia. Wow. Nope. Hold on. My hands dropped them all. Come on. A little bit of rose water. A little bit of rose water. No, why did you do that, Sherry? I got it all over my glasses. Okay. So Correct for neutrality. For those who chose Petunia. There we go. Tiger Angel. Row. I got the eye of the tiger. And you're going to hear me roar louder than a lion. So what you see going on here is not that. What you see going on here is softness and gentleness and love. There's probably been enough yelling. Like I said, I want peace, right? So who's zooming who here? Because she's blowing out this energy, this healing energy over the top of this great beast, ferocious beast. Or is this ferocious beast, I'm a tiger. I may come across like a ferocious beast to others, but I'm wearing a halo, right? It's called Tiger Angel. So it's basically telling you that you have the ability to affect another without even being physically in their presence. You have the ability to affect another without even speaking a word. You have that energy. You have a healing energy about you. The number is 4, and we've gotten that theme already today several times. 4 is that there are angels all around you, guiding, protecting, loving you. There's really no reason for fear. You're safe. The word is safe. So right now, Spirit says, we need you. We need your strength. We need your compassion. We need your kindness. We need your devotion. We need your goodness. Spirit told me that while I was waiting for everything, all the loose ends to be tied up and things to come together, to use this time, this eclipse energy, which is extremely tumultuous, to help others. Use my experiences, focus my energy in that direction while I'm waiting for the universe to manifest and bring things together, for me to manifest, and for Spirit to line things up. I know what's coming. But instead of sitting here being impatient for it and being upset, I'm going to focus my energy in this way. And that's what Spirit says we need from you. Because there's people, there's ideas, there's projects, there's relationships, there's businesses, there's all kinds of situations that need your hope. They need your optimism. They need your encouragement. They need your nurturing and love and care. There are people that need that. There's a lot of people. It's not just about you. It's not just about me. And right now, Spirit says, you've got this optimistic healing energy. You've got this healing power within you. You have this gift. So be confident. Be confident enough to use it. You don't have to be louder than a lion. You can do it quietly. You can do it gently and softly. What you send out, remember I said I want, instead of being in there and focusing on what happened in Vegas and a movie in the middle of the day, with all the walls coming in and maybe negative thoughts creeping in, I'd rather focus my energy on sending love out, right? I'd rather do something positive. It makes me feel good about myself. And when I send that energy out, Spirit recognizes that. It comes back for me. So you may be asking yourself, what can you do? I'm not a spiritual teacher. I don't have a platform. We all have a platform of some sort. We all have the ability to help. I'm not getting recognition from the world for saving this little plant and helping nurture it, but I am helping this plant. This plant then blooms for me. This plant then brings oxygen. It brings delight and happiness, and it's happy to grow. There's nothing more fun than watching something blossom and grow. For me to see Mr. Rosewood blossom, that was incredible. A pretty little yellow rose on that bush that was all but dead, right? And Mrs. Rosewood, I got to show you her. She got burned right before I left. She was on the outside edge and she got fried in the sun. And I moved her over here, and look, all of her leaves are back. She'll be blossoming again soon. But right now, I recognize that Mr. Rosewood has got way too much heat on him, so he needs to go over here. That's Liger and Siam. That's what I've realized. Correct for neutrality on all levels. All right, clearing. I need to clear, because that's personal. All right. Tiger Angel. So you might think to yourself, what can I do to help? Am I even making a difference in the world? I've tried, and I've put so much into this, and I don't even feel like it's registered. It didn't do any good. It all fell apart. You know, it makes me think of that song. A time that I tried so hard, but it all fell apart. I had to fall. I had to lose it all. But maybe that's what had to happen. Maybe you had to see that no matter what you put into that situation, you weren't going to change that situation. Maybe that's what you needed to learn, is that you can't control that. Maybe that's what you needed to learn, how to surrender. I don't know what the reasons were for you, but maybe you needed to fall. Maybe you need to see things for reality, and you were looking at things from a different perspective before. So all of us struggle, right? We all have times where we struggle. We all have times when we don't know if we're doing any good for anybody in the world, but we all are. We all are here for a reason. We're all capable. And Spirit believes in us. They have faith in us, so they wouldn't ask us. This is saying we need you. We need you to do these things. We need you to step up and get your gifts that you have, get them off the shelf, out of that box, unwrap them, and use them. Whatever it is that you have an invisible influence. You're capable of changing the course of somebody's life without even realizing that. Do you know that all it takes is a kind word sometimes? You don't know what you might do for another. When somebody feels like there's nobody, I don't have any family. I didn't have any family that was communicating with me, and my soul family was there for me. And when I left, I decided, okay, I'm just going to detach from that, and I'm just going to focus on my soul family, which I appreciate and I loved, and I was going to go home and see them. On the airplane, I got a message from my stepdad that raised me. I'm not going to call him that word again. I just want to explain that. It went bad. It went really bad quite a while ago, and it's done many times. And I asked in front of you guys. One of my wishes was that I wanted peace in my family. I want peace. I want to get to the place of peace, and then I'm going to kind of keep everything kind of at a respectful distance. I got a message from my daughter and from my dad. Bam, bam. Both wanting the same. I don't want to fight anymore. I want peace. Let's just let it go, right? Let's just have our space and have that healing energy. And so I sent that healing energy out and around. It took a little while to manifest, but it did manifest. You have the ability to do this as well. You can invisibly influence others. You don't need to tell them what to do. You don't need to order them. You don't need to organize things for them. Don't try to control people. I swear to God, it's the worst thing in the world. Don't try to control. I won't control you if you don't try to control me. Just be supportive. Just be there. Just be, even if you don't say anything, just see them surrounded in love and healing energy. I share that with my twin all the time. Your energy is there, and it will influence your friends. It will influence even people that you've had fights with or disagreements with, right? Like, I'm going to let this guy cool down. I blocked him because I didn't want to go on and on and on. I'm going to let him cool down. I'll unblock it in a couple days and I'll just let it be, right? I didn't delete that person as a friend. That person removed me. Sometimes people just lose their shit, right? And they get upset and their feelings are hurt and they lash out and they feel that that's how they can control a situation. It's not the way to influence friends and win friends and influence enemies. But you can do that by love. Right? You can ask that love permeate the situation and help that person understand it wasn't personal, right? And they're just a little upset right now. So whatever, send your energy out there. You just even have to be family and friends. It can be coworkers. I've done it at work before as well. I'm looking at what are you? Are you a warbler? No, you're a finch. Finch says that there will be a great deal of sudden activity. So your influence, you can influence I'm asking this little guy to hold on. It's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to trim all this dead wood away. All the stuff that no longer works for you, we're going to trim it away because we don't want to send energy to that and drain. This little guy's trying to hold on, right? But to try and hold on to all of this that's died, and the plant keeps trying to send energy to that, and the whole thing will collapse. So I need to help it. I'm going to cut away this dead wood so there's nothing that it needs to focus on except for itself, and then it will grow. This is done. It's like a gangrene. It's a toxic energy. It's toast. It's got to go, right? Bad habits, I just heard. Bad habits, got to go. Okay, so then we're going to go to the winged messengers. I am soaked. If I could jump in the pool at this moment, I would. I'd like to run down to the lake and go in. I think I will do that. I haven't done that at all this year. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the petunias. Correct for neutrality. For those who chose the petunias, and I did. Heron. I love the heron. I said yesterday, don't mistake the heron and the snowy egret for the same. They have different roles. So, the great heron. 1, keep your thoughts positive. You're manifesting. 6, don't be so focused on this material world. But 6 is also nostalgia. You may be popping back in to somebody from the past. People from the past coming back around Mercury retrograde. It happens all the time. Nostalgic memories. Somebody from the past. 1 and 6 together, 7. If you stay on this path, this spiritually illuminated path, it will exceed your expectations. Hold that thought. So Heron says, I am Heron, the ally of the mystic. I am stable. I am focused and alert. I am at peace. I never miss a ripple in the great pool. I never dwell on movements already past. I am the gift of concentration. I am the stillness that allows a greater purpose. I am self-reliance and the inherent strength to stand alone. Now is the time for rest and meditation. You must find your center and ground yourself in it. I am perfect timing, never moving too soon, never striking too late. I am the knowledge that everything has its perfect moment in the cosmos. If you're trying to push something, it's time to let go. Be still in the waters around you. Wait for the undercurrent and see what it brings. I am humble, having mastered the silence of non-action. There is purification and acceptance. There is wellness in letting things be what they are. You are meditation. You are beauty and balance. You are the calm center of your own universe. You are Heron. So, allow. Stay in a state of receptivity. I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to go or what I'm supposed to do. Well, right now, Spirit says you're not supposed to do anything. You're supposed to allow. You're supposed to meditate. You're supposed to rest. You're supposed to wait and see what comes to you. It's kind of like what the seagull says. Allow life to flow to you. Like, go with the flow and allow it to come to you. Meditation, self-reliance, inner strength. You can stand alone. When I was shuffling these cards around, the card that fell out was Little Wolf Girl. It's okay to be alone. I saw that. All right, so it's between the Sacred Rebels and the Shapeshifters. I'm getting tired. I need a drink of this. The heat just zaps my energy. It's another thing, if I'm in a climate where it's too humid or too hot, I don't have any strength. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I guess it's the Shapeshifters. I heard no. Correct. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. The little words. Little words for those who chose the Petunia. Correct for neutrality for those who chose the Petunia. 3 words, please. Or three cards. Wow, too many fell out. I'm sorry. I can't take that. There was like 12. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Show me that one. Uncertain. Someone is uncertain. You're uncertain. So ask for certainty. Ask for signs. Ask for clarity. Or maybe it's not even that. You're uncertain because the universe may be uncertain because you haven't chosen. So what direction would you like to go in? You can always be course corrected, right? What would you like to see happen? I've already put out what I want to see happen. As far as moving or as far as where I would be, I'm also saying that. I don't want to be where I'm going to melt. I don't want to be in humidity. I would be miserable because I like to be outside. It's important to me. So that's important. So when you start clarifying the things that you don't like, you can find the things that you do like. So either someone in your life is uncertain or you have been uncertain. So clear up that by getting clear on what it is that you don't like, and then you'll know what you do. And these are the other 2. Treat yourself to what you want. You deserve it. And take time to feel the love that surrounds you. Okay, there's your 3 cards. All right. This is as humid today as it was in Wisconsin. I'm not used to this humidity. This is crazy. My hair is soaked in the back. Literally soaked. And I just had a shower. One cool thing about long hair, you can tie it in a knot. For those who chose, what was our last item? Petunia, Boo Boo Bear, Fossil Family. I'm melting, I can't think. Gosh. No clue. I'm seeing a lot out here now, but I'm not remembering. I'm too hot. All right, the last item. For those who chose the last item. Elizabeth and the Lion. All right, so it's time to become a great leader. Straight up. You may not want to, but you're being asked to be the leader. She stands with her lion. And she's in a place, she's a queen. This is Queen Elizabeth. And Elizabeth knows that she doesn't do everything herself. She delegates authority. Numbers 22, everything's happening exactly as it is meant to happen with divine blessings, and for everyone involved, let go and have faith. And 0 is the beginning. So these two are a team. They're masculine and feminine. This is the divine masculine and the divine feminine standing here. This is a good message standing here because this is royalty all the way across. This is in the upright. This is a positive energy. This is the need to have a commanding presence because people are looking to you for guidance, for direction. This is a shapeshifter fairy. She doesn't stay in one position. She's got fairy blood. She knows what it takes to go to war. She can go to war if she has to. She's strong that way. She's got a very protective force next to her. She knows victory. And Spirit says that I know victory, and even if it doesn't feel like you will be victorious, you have this in your veins. Royal blood. You will rise up and you will speak and you will inspire others. You have this ability and you're being called forth to do so. Express your authority. The people that are trusting you or looking to you, prove them right. Don't let them down. They believe in you. And when there's something in front of you that you need to do, sometimes it can be daunting. The task can be kind of scary. But you've got the ability, and I just saw a monarch butterfly fly by. A monarch butterfly. This is a monarch we're speaking of, and a monarch butterfly just flew by. I didn't know we had monarch butterflies here until I went back to Wisconsin, and Uncle Phil said that they're no longer there like they used to be. They used to have a lot of them. And I saw one, and I said, that's a monarch? I've seen those ones here. And it literally went right by. So the monarch butterfly, speaking about transformation and change and the ability, but it's not easy, metamorphosis from one to another, right? But that butterfly was in full flight. There's a message in that, in full flight. So somebody may be in full flight and you need to maybe be there, to be a staunch supporter, to be someone that's gonna help and say, hey, you know what, this is what, I'm in a place of balance right now, and so I'm gonna pull it together. Now we all have issues, right? I've gotta figure out where I'm going too. But I don't have anyone else to deal with except for my cats and me, right? So right now Spirit says, even though it might feel daunting to you, you need to be the leader. You need to be the educator. You might have to stand in front of people. You might have to do what I'm doing, right? Do a reading. You might have to give a speech in front of your people at work. You might have to stand in front of a group of family or friends and speak your truth. But nothing's gonna make you back down right now. You need to pull on the courage of the lion. Call the lion to back you, to support you. You're gonna hold out. You're gonna be victorious. You're gonna outwit them. I've got the lion all around me. See right there? The lion is always with me. See the birdhouse right there, and then walking in the Serengeti? Can you see my lions everywhere? I came in with the lion, people. I've got a cat tattooed on my body. When I lived in Sedona, my house was called the Lion's Lair. So, my highest self stands with the lions. That'd be me. So right now, don't back down. You're going to be victorious. You have power. You have great power. A monarch butterfly flew by, for God's sake, right when your message came up. And there are people right now that are relying on you. They're following your example. They're looking up to you. Maybe your kids, maybe your friends, maybe complete random strangers. They're watching you. You're being watched. At this moment, you may be promoted in your job. You may be getting a new position, right? People are looking to you for guidance, and you're up for it. You can be a wonderful leader. You can be. Take the job. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Wow, that was a message to me just now. Take the job. It's interesting. I was talking to somebody this morning, and as I said about Pismo Beach, right? See, now I said it. I went to say something and a completely different word came out. And I said, I was not thinking that word. I literally was thinking this word, but that word came out. And what it was I said, you need, and I don't remember even now what I said, but what came out is you need new connections. that's what they needed. And so I'm asking for that person to get new connections, the connections that they need, to line them up with the perfect connections at the perfect time, the ability to move it forward. I'm asking for divine intervention for that person because what they need is new connections. But they also have to make the choice, right? You can't stay there thinking you're going to be loyal. You got to listen to what Spirit's telling you. Otherwise, why are you here at all? Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the last item that, for goodness sake, I can't recall what it is. The Finch. The Finch in the tree. I said, there's Finch totem. Great deal of sudden activity. All of a sudden, there's the grandmother. 1, keep your thoughts positive. You're creating your future. 2, everything's happening the way it's meant to happen, even if it feels like it's not. Truthfully, it is. 1 and 2 together are 3. You're being helped by the grandmother. You're being helped by an ascended master. You're being helped by Archangel Michael. You're being helped by me, by your soul family. You are not alone. You are safe. I am Finch, the diversity of experience. I am a million facets of reality. I am an eternal spectrum of color. I exist in myriad ways and bring the magic of alternatives. I am the high energy of restless anticipation. I am the new direction and choice. I am your clue that it's time to switch things around and sample the flavors of life. Spice it up, change the colors, take the road never traveled. If you are stagnant, I will be there with the opportunity. Isn't that cool? If you were stagnant like me, remember I got the message, you're procrastinating, but I don't know quite where to go. I'm supposed to take the road never traveled. It's not Sedona. I'm supposed to go somewhere that's never been traveled. Gosh, I know where that is, and that's like literally three states over what I'm hearing in my head. Dang, maybe it's New Mexico. I got Albuquerque, and then I got Colorado. Interesting. But what's interesting is if you're stagnant and you're not quite sure where to go, all these birds, all the different colors, the yellow bird is right here. That's growth, new beginnings, the sunshine. But look at this bird that's in flight. It's blue. Truth. Follow your truth. Follow your true north. I like the fact that if you're stagnant, they will bring you opportunities. We just asked for opportunities, didn't we? I asked for my friend to have an opportunity, but I'm asking, I guess, for me too. And if you've seen it all before, we're going to change the landscape. So maybe it could be Sedona, but in a different place. Right? Somewhere never traveled. You're going somewhere different. I keep thinking of the Hacienda house in Sedona for myself. Because right now, if you're stagnant, I will be with you, there with opportunity. If you've seen it all before, I will change the landscape. Without change, everything stops. I am the millions of paths that you could take. I am the urge to try something new. I am the joy of free and adventuresome way of life. I am the flurry of endless activity. You are ready to leave the comfort zone and mingle with new realities. You are abundant in curiosity. You are active change. You are blending experience. You are Finch. Damn. Right on. I'm excited. I'm going somewhere new. Quest. I heard the word quest too many times today. I like quests. I really want a motorhome. I really want a motorhome. I want to throw my babies in a motorhome and I want to go. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I called my dad today, or I wrote to him, because he's a high-performance engine specialist, but he is 72, right? And I said, Dad, do you know anything about transmissions? Because they found a motorhome that's as clean as a whistle, and it's inexpensive, but the transmission is sticking. And he's like, that's too difficult with his age, and he says, I wouldn't have the strength for that, and I don't know that particular motor. And I said, that's okay. And then right then I heard in my head, no, Sherry, you deserve all the bells and whistles. And I said, that was Mom talking. That was Mom talking, and she's going to bring me all the bells and whistles. I just heard that I'm going to get low miles, strong, steady. What did I say? It was a dreamboat on wheels. That might be my love. That might be my love. Maybe that's my motor home. All right. For those who chose, the last item that I can't for the life of me remember, a recovery is indicated. Isn't that a beautiful message? How come I didn't get a green one? But that's okay. I take all of these. Wow. Apologize. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. One more. The most important. Wow, 2 fell out, so I have to give you them. Focus on what you really want and open your mind to new ideas. A recovery is indicated. Apologizing would be a good idea. Or someone may apologize to you. No. just says apologize. It didn't say apology. It said apologize. So apologize. A recovery is indicated, most likely because you apologize. Open your mind to new ideas. Focus on what you really want. It's time to roll. Opportunity's coming. Bam! All right, you guys, that's it. Let's go take a walk out here. Let's take a walk on the wild side. Oh my word, I'm soaked. I'm gonna drop my hair down, get my wind blowing through it. On this edge right here, there's always a breeze right here. This is a cool shot anyway. All right, you guys, I hope you're having a beautiful holiday weekend. If it's a holiday for you, if not, I hope you're just having a beautiful weekend. And thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for coming here and hanging out with me. I love it. I've missed you guys. It's been a long time, right? But this is my idea of working anyway. I'd rather be out here. So if it means hitting the road and working out like this, that's my idea of a good time. I'll just plant up my pots somehow on the top of my motorhome that I don't have yet and hit the road. I'm really focusing on that, aren't I? But I'm not supposed to push for everything, right? I'm supposed to allow. So we'll see. What's it going to be for you guys? We'll see. I hope your tower brings you bliss. I hope your falling tower, you understand and you realize that it's in your highest good, even if it's difficult. Me too. I love you guys. Bye.